Hi guys, so this is the task force. You might have heard me talking about it or mentioning the fact that it was going to be coming, and I know I've messaged some of you about it. It was something that I wanted to do anyway, something that I thought would be really useful as my team grew, and now that we've joined up with Nat's team as well, I thought it would be a really good thing to do all together. We've also decided to make this part of your boot camp, just because obviously we didn't want to swarm you with things to do. So this is going to be the only boot camp task that is set for the whole of the weekend. You've got until Sunday night to do this. Obviously, if for any reason that you struggle, just pop us a message and then we can note down that yours will be a little bit delayed. So what's it all about? I think it's become quite apparent that a lot of us have got areas of the business that we're really confident in, and as a result of that, they're the areas that we tend to do really well in retail with. And there's also areas that we feel a little bit like we're not really sure of the products themselves and the target audience. So the purpose of this is for each of us to have been allocated an area of the business. Obviously, there's over 300 products that we retail as a company, so it would be impossible to be an encyclopedia about all of them. But I do think it's really important to try and widen your general knowledge of the majority of the products. So we're going to create product ambassadors, and you're each going to be given an area of the business. Like I say, you'll be responsible for questions and answers about that area of the business, and hopefully what it'll do is give us all a bit of a better outline of the different areas that we cover, as well as having someone that we know to go to. So what do you need to do? You will need to research your given area. So I'm not by any means suggesting that the areas of the business that I've given to you, you will know inside out. You won't. It will be a pointless task if there wasn't any learning involved. Personal development is really important. So you'll be researching your given area, doing a 5-minute video or presentation on that area. So what I mean by that is the product. And that can either be a video. You probably notice when Nat does videos, you tend to see her lovely face. And when I do a video or some training, I hide behind a PowerPoint presentation. So I'm not bothered which way you do it, whether you decide to do a presentation like this or a video on your phone, whatever it is you decide to do, just as a presentation of the area of the business that you've been allocated to. So that will cover the product info. It will also cover the target audience. So what kind of target audience you'd be aiming marketing that product at, any tips you've got with marketing the product. So if you've been allocated this area in the business because you've been really successful in selling a particular product or a particular area, what did you do to make that so successful? How did you go about doing it? And one of the most important things in this business is personal and customer testimony. So I still say that you will very rarely sell a product by sticking a picture of it on Facebook. You will sell a product by ranting and raving and talking about it. And I don't mean that in a spammy way. I just mean in terms of your personal experience. So do you have any personal or customer testimony? If you have any before or after photos, as long as they're compliant, then you can include that. And if you're happy for the wider team to use those photos as well, then that's even better. So you will then upload and share your video. I'm going to chat a little bit about that at the very end because there's a certain way I want you to do that. And then you will be a product expert or go-to person. So as I say, you'll probably notice at the moment if you post a question about animal care or something on our group page, then it's usually Holly or myself that will answer that question, just because that's our background personally and career-wise. So they are the products that we naturally sort of know more about because we went and found out lots about them when we joined the business, or in Holly's case, that was the reason she joined the business. So what I would like to happen is I'm going to create an album on the group page that is just got our faces on, our pictures, and what can happen then is if someone's got a question about that specific area of the business, they can comment on that photo. You'll be responsible for answering that question. It would also be nice if everyone is okay with it, if we could all agree to message each other, or use the October team chat page, because that's really good. Then if you've got a question, you're asking everybody and whoever's available will answer it. But I just thought it would be nice to have sort of product ambassadors, because sometimes we're not all encyclopedias, and if you are responsible for that area of the business but it was something you didn't know and you had to go away and find it, then you're going to build your product knowledge on these products anyway. We're then going to watch each other's team videos and provide feedback, so constructive feedback. What this is building up to off the back of your 1-minute favourite video is the end result of bootcamp is going to be for you to have your own 5-minute business introduction. And we'll cover why that's so important and why that makes such a difference to a lot of people's business as we go through bootcamp. So as I say, for me, this is massively out of my comfort comfort zone. Feel free to tell me how much I didn't look at the camera and how awkward I looked and all the rest of it. So these are the areas that we've been allocated. Hayley in her first month had amazing success with the Sonia skincare. So she's going to break that down for us, because I know there's some people within the business that even up to this point have still never sold a Sonia skincare set and don't really know what the separate parts to it are. So Hayley's going to do a presentation or a pitch about the skincare range. Jace is going to cover the drinking gels. So did you know that we do 4 different gels? Do you know what they are? And do you know what's best suited to which? Jace is going to present that to you. Holly, perhaps naturally, is going to cover the small animal care. There are products that you can use on animals for uses that you perhaps wouldn't have thought of. I know I didn't when I first started. So Holly's going to present those to us. And Sharon, I'd like you to do a presentation on equine uses. So I know that you've had some really, really positive personal experience of using the products with horses, and again there are products such as the Evershield deodorant that people might not have associated with horses, so you can enlighten us all as to those. Nat's going to cover our Flawless by Sonia range. This is a range that at the moment is increasing in popularity. Its reputation is growing. It's been likened to MAC and things like that, but I know that myself personally, I don't wear a lot of makeup, so I'm not very confident when it comes to pitching it, so be interesting to see that. I'm going to cover the products for children, so which of the products do I recommend for children and babies, and what can be used for what, so that you're better equipped to talking to parents about the business. Stacey's going to cover the lotions and the creams. So I think sometimes between the aloe jelly and the heat lotion and the MSM and the propolis and the moisturiser and the aloe first, it can get a little bit like, gosh, which one of these do I need to recommend? So Stacey's going to put together a quick video presentation, however you want to do it, just explaining the different lotions and the uses and what's best for what. And Zoe's going to cover the rest of the skincare range. So the toner, the cleanser, the wraps, everything that's not the Sonia skincare basically, you can cover for us. You can pick 1 or 2, or you can pick to do a rundown of the whole lot that we do that's to do with skincare. It's totally up to you. So Team Wellnessity, I still can't say it, let alone spell it, I'm sorry. Bev is going to do a thorough presentation about the Clean 9, the Fit 1 and the Fit 2, because I think you'll agree there's enough in there to do a whole presentation on. Again, some of you have mentioned in one-to-ones that you struggle to retail the Clean 9 or the Fit 1 and 2. So Bev's going to give you a really good rundown of everything that's in there, why it is such value for money, as opposed to the argument that it's too expensive, and how she's had success retailing the Clean 9. Okay, so Renee's going to talk about the bee products. So we've got 4 bee products. You can focus on just one of them if you want to. Obviously, you're very, very new to the business, so this will be a really good opportunity for you to research a particular product. Matt's going to cover fitness before and after. So this is something that I know nothing about unless it involves running to KFC. So Matt's going to discuss the things like the RG, how you can use the protein shakes for working out as well as meal replacement, and anything really to do with fitness that I'm not even going to pretend I know about. And Nikki, is going to cover family basics. So again, Nikki, you're quite new to the business, but you have had your new business box now for a while. So I'm assuming you'll have tried the products in there. So what I'd like you to focus on is things that you as a family would use every day. So you can do a little bit about the toothpaste, why that's so good, the fact that it doesn't contain fluoride, the hand soap, and the fact that there's all different uses for that. And just the products that as a family, you would use every day. So nothing specific, just the family products. So this is an independent thing. This is not you messaging your mentor 20 questions about the product that you're supposed to be researching. When we joined the business, we were all given a manual, so you've got all of your products in there, unless you joined up as a Novus customer, and none of mine did, so I don't know about Nat's team. Even if you've not got the product manual, you will still have access to your online shop, or your online sort of web space where you can find out all about the products. There's also several PDF documents that you can download. So this is really about you finding out about those products. So for those of you that are very new and don't have a great deal of personal knowledge of the product, then you can use this as a way to expand your knowledge and get an area that you're confident in. And for those of you that do know about it, obviously about the specific products, then you'll have a little bit more to say about them. But again, obviously you need to make sure that everything you're saying is compliant and correct, because the rest of us are going to be watching and using what you say. So it's about being pushed out of your comfort zone. Like I say, I completely hate the idea of doing videos, but as my team's expanding and obviously I want to go for bigger and bigger promotions, I'm going to have to, get my head around the fact that I'm going to need to do videos. So even I'm going to try and do a face-to-face thing rather than a flashy PowerPoint. It's a good idea, if you've not already, to create your own YouTube channel. That's dead simple to do. If anybody needs any help, just pop me a message. Make sure that it's got your face, your photo on there as well, not just the grey sort of default picture. And if that's the same picture as is your Facebook profile picture, that's really useful when you've got prospects looking you up. At this point, I want you to do the video, and if you can upload it to your YouTube channel, but upload it secretly. So when you're uploading, it should give you options as to whether you want to make things private, personal, public, a bit like a Facebook status. And I want you to upload it as unlisted for now, and then message me when you've done it. And then send it over to me, and there'll be some more to come. So we're going to, hopefully, what I want to do is get all of your separate videos all put together in one video so that we can watch them. I'm going to put them on there individually under your photo. So when I do the photo album, so that if anybody wants a quick rundown of a topic, they can just go and find that one. But I'm also going to make it a long video of all of our individual videos put together. And what I think that would be really useful for is new business owners, so that when they start, they can watch all of our videos and have a really concise rundown of the different areas of the business and the sort of key products that they will be retailing. So I'm really open to any feedback you've got. Be dead interested to see what you think about it. Hopefully everyone's okay with their categories. I've tried to go with the things that made sense anyway. I've not, paired up people with products that I think are completely irrelevant. But obviously if any of you are not 100% with any of them, just pop me a message as well. And as I say, you've got until Sunday night to do it. So yeah, look forward to seeing all your videos, and I think this is going to be another great way that the team can come together and help each other. I love the fact that the last couple of weeks the team's really been brought together, rather than it being sort of 5 or 6 people that I circumstantially know. We've actually started to work as a team, which is fantastic. So I just want that to be something that continues. So yeah, I'll see all your videos soon.